Okay, Suraj, you asked about the frictional forces on a bicycle. So let's start with that. First of all, this is a schematic of a bicycle. Not a very good one, but it will do for our purposes. Please note, first of all, that the two wheels, the front wheel and the rear wheel, are not the same from a physics perspective. Yeah, the rear wheel is the one that is driven. Yeah, you will pedal here. The power that you apply there, the forces that you apply get converted to a torque, a rotational torque here that gets transmitted along the chain to the rear gears, and then through the spokes to the tires. Okay, and whereas this one, the front wheel, is totally free. Yeah, it is not being driven. So because of this, the forces show up in a different direction and come about because of different factors. So let's consider the front wheel first. It's an easier one. So let's say there's a weight W1 portion of the weight of the bike is acting on this wheel. Yeah, acts on this wheel. In order to raise it up, you would just require, let's say, a force of F1, and the wheel is raised. Nothing else is happening. This wheel is not being driven, so nothing else shows up. Now, as soon as you place it on the ground and the bike is moving, the connecting rod, this connecting rod, applies a force onto the center of this wheel, onto the hub there, and onto that axle there, that now is in the forward direction. So the tendency of this wheel is to slip rightward relative to the ground, and as a result you will have a frictional force shown here, FF1, that acts in the reverse direction and now will result in this wheel moving in the clockwise direction as the bike moves forward. Now the rear wheel. So a portion W2 of the weight of the bike acts here on the rear wheel. Let's say you raise it, you require a force F2. Now please note, this one is being driven. So there is a torque showing up which will cause this wheel to rotate in the clockwise direction. As soon as you place it on the ground, since this wheel has a tendency to move in the clockwise direction, this point, which is the point of contact, has a tendency to move leftward relative to the ground. Okay, as a result, there will be a frictional force FF2 that is acting in the forward direction, so rightward in this case. So the friction on the front wheel acts in the backward direction, the friction in the rear wheel acts in the forward direction, and this is the force that really is responsible for having the bike move forward. I hope that is clear.